Coppridge and
Yeah,
Broussard.
yeah. Couple of injury stuff I'll cover. Coppridge, the weird thing about the 3 injuries I'm going to talk about, they're all basically non-contact injuries. Jeff planted funny and fractured a bone in his foot. He's going to have surgery tomorrow. Probably anywhere between a 4 to 8 week injury. And so, we'll see how the surgery goes. So they'll have a better idea tomorrow on what kind of procedure they do, how long the recovery is going to be. But we're saying, anywhere between 4 and 8 weeks.
So that's a big
Yeah,
big
it's a
blow
big
to
one.
him.
Yeah, it's a big one. Yep.
What about Broussard?
Then Broussard is going to need to have another knee surgery. Got an ACL with him. Don't know how it happened. Same thing. Had a non-contact injury 4 days ago, maybe 5 days ago, where he felt like he tweaked it a little bit, and then had another occurrence where he just felt like he tweaked it. Didn't feel like it was anything severe. They did an MRI,
And that was the other day.
Yeah. And so 2 injuries that we thought were both going to be pretty light and insignificant ended up being pretty major. And then also Quentin Tartable today had an ACL, another non-contact injury. He was just cut and knee buckled, and so we've had 3 pretty severe injuries the last really 24 hours. But that's that's part of football, and I hate it for those kids. Especially Nate coming off of that surgery, and Quentin was playing really well. Was going to have an opportunity to play for us some this year, and Jeff obviously completed the running back spot. Good thing about Jeff, I think he'll be back, and we're kind of shooting for Arizona. I may be a little bit optimistic, but we'll see how it plays out.
Is it the same knee for?
Yeah, same thing with Nate. Yeah, same knee.
Okay.
Yep.
And he was ACL last year too.
Yeah. And like I said, non-contact injury, all 3 of them. So nobody fell on him. Just one of those strange things that happen sometimes in football.
The offense kind of continue to bounce back a little today.
Yeah. I thought they looked sharp. I mean, I think that the execution's getting a little bit better. We've lost our legs a little bit, and so sometimes that it looks a little sloppy. We're playing with a lot of different groups of receivers at times, and offensive line combinations. But I thought they executed better today than we have, and so that was encouraging.
Is Rigsby still kind of experimenting at right tackle with the first?
Yeah, he's been bouncing around. I mean, he's going to continue to do that, and then we'll kind of see where he gets settled in.
You're going to have more back this week, you think?
Yeah, more practice today. He was back, and he's good to go. We'll monitor him in a little bit, rest him at times, and just see how he's feeling.
Did Moore do team 11s?
Yeah, he did stuff today. Yeah, full go.
Tackle?
Well, we didn't tackle today. So.
Well, I mean, was he right?
Yeah, but he. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, he played left tackle today.
Okay.
And how about the defensive line health? Is
good.
Jalil getting more
Jalil's
reps?
Jalil's moving around, feels good. Austin Clark feels good. All those guys are bouncing back, and we're progressing them right along, and they're responding well, and so it's that part's encouraging. Joe Willis is starting to kind of come back, get in the mix a little bit more, which is encouraging. Avery's, I think, starting to feel a little bit better and getting in the mix more and more at safety. So we're starting to get some guys back. Cormac Craigie will come back and start doing a little bit more as we progress this week. So some of the guys that we've been bringing along slowly are responding. Hardy's got a lot of work yesterday. Was a little sore today, but nothing that we didn't expect. And so we went light with him today, and we'll kind of progress him back tomorrow. See if we can push him a little further and just try to keep working.
Was today another special teams heavy first?
Yeah. First practice was primarily special teams, and this afternoon was a little bit more offense and defense.
How much more clarity is the kickoff and field goal situation gaining, or is it getting muddier?
It's been good at times. I mean, it's the kickoff stuff is still kind of hit or miss at this point. They've all at times looked pretty good. We're still looking for somebody to give us some consistency. Same thing with the field goals. The thing that's been encouraging is Noah Beto has been punting the ball well, and so it's good to see him doing that and kind of challenging a little bit for that punting job potentially, and so that's a good thing to see. And the kicking thing is still a little early in camp for that to sort itself out, because we just want to see who can do it over the long haul. But but I've seen some good things. But as I said, we just got to be more consistent.
Is there one kicker that's tended to be a little more accurate than the others?
Not this time. I mean, they've all kind of had their moments where they've looked good, and then at times haven't looked as good. So, James Langford's got the strongest leg of the bunch. But it's kind of battling some consistency issues, and we just gotta get him to keep improving.
Linebacker, I mean, at least when we've seen him, he's just been making it rain.
Yeah. No, he's doing some good things. And like I said, Noah's been doing some good things too. So, we feel pretty good about the punting. We just got to get the field goal kicking kind of up to par.
Any returners stand out on punt returns, kick returns?
I think on punt returns we'll use Harper and Treggs both, and then kickoff returns we're still sorting through it a little bit, but I would expect to see Trevor Davis and Calfani. And then we'll see kind of what happens behind those guys at this point. But we've got some options both places.
How are you feeling about the coverage unit so far?
Good. Our special teams are way ahead of where we were, and the biggest thing is just having depth. Having more bodies to practice and get work, and bigger bodies, stronger bodies, more athletic guys that can cover. And so it's been the special teams has been strong up to this point. It's something that we've got to keep improving, but we feel like we've got a lot of guys that can give us some quality snaps on the teams.
Any guys today stand out, particularly on big plays?
Not anybody that I can think of offhand. Based on what I saw this afternoon, we'll get in, look at the tape, but I thought it was a good, solid practice.
With Broussard out, do you see Barton and Downs filling in the last?
Yeah, we've got some options. We'll kind of see how it plays out, but Downs has been solid so far. I mean, he's been a guy that's been, for a young freshman, he's starting to be more and more consistent. Tandy has improved quite a bit as well.
Does he play the middle too?
Yep. Tandy's playing in there, and so, Barton's a guy that can slide in there if he needs to, and so there's, we're going to continue to see, and there's still a lot of moving parts over there at linebacker. And the good thing is, there's not that big of a difference sliding from inside to outside in what we do, and that's part of the reason, that Art teaches it the way that he does, the progressions and the alignments and all that. There's a lot of carryover between those spots, and so what you'd like to do is figure out who's the best 4 or 5 linebackers and make sure that they're dispersed evenly, and guys can play different positions.
Would you at all consider moving Hardy back to the middle?
Yeah. I mean, Hardy's going to get some reps in there as well. So like I said, there's still a lot of moving parts, but it's not a big transition making one move from an inside spot to an outside spot or vice versa.
Is it still up in the air if he'll be ready to play the first game?
I would anticipate him being ready. I think it's going to just be what's the load. Is it 20 plays or 60 plays or 80 plays or what is it? And so I think part of that's just what we're trying to do is progress him along and just see what he can do.